what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stallone Kid, and today we're here for brand new Stallone Network. We're for episode 12 of Stallone Network. Talk about Stallone today. We're just going to talk about Rocky. I know Stallone Network is supposed to talk about all sorts of different special Stallone film characters and upcoming films he's doing, but he's not really doing too much. And we got a guest on. He was on last one, and he's only seen Rocky. We got to get him to watch Rambo eventually. But we got Tristan. What's up, Tristan?
What's up?
What's up, T? And so he's in last one. He's my first guest, and he still remains to be my only guest because all the other people
I actually watched all the Rocky movies.
He's actually watched all of them. So we'll be doing a couple tier lists on this one. Tier lists are always fun, and then we'll also talk about Creed 3 for a while. Why I think Creed 3 didn't really work, and why I thought it was kind of a failure, at least in the Rocky franchise. Maybe as its own movie, it was all right, but as far as the Rocky franchise and even the Creed trilogy, it just didn't really fit for me, at least. So yeah, we're gonna do all that. So we have a couple tier lists we'll do, and I guess we'll get to that right away. But
all right.
Yeah. And also one thing I wanted to mention, yes, I know my intro still says every Saturday because I used to do these every Saturday. Now I don't. So if anyone's wondering why, though, I actually do them every Monday now. So I'll probably change that eventually. But yes, last time we did a tier list on the movies, and today we're not really doing that. We're doing a tier list on different things. So we're gonna do a tier list on all the montages. So ranking our favorite training montages, because the Rocky montages are one of the funnest, best moments in the movies. We'll also do a tier list of all the final fights. So it'll be great. So we should hopefully we think the same. If not, I have a second one just in case. So anyway, we'll start with Rocky 1. For me, it's not the craziest one, but it's just a fun.
I feel like it's the most iconic. I feel like it's the most iconic one, though.
Yes, it is, and it's still really great. Of course, I think it's like one of the only ones him drinking the egg yolk, which is really iconic. I think it did in Balboa, but Rocky was the one. Of course,
I say it's like A tier.
Yes, I agree. I put A. I want to go S tier. It doesn't have everything to it, but I gotta give it A tier. It's iconic. It's awesome. Everything.
Yeah.
For me, Rocky 2, I put an S tier. I love the Rocky 2 montage. It's just there's actually two montages. Like there's a montage. It starts out with him doing whatever. It's playing Going to the Distance. That theme was also amazing. And then it's just him like putting his baby to bed. And then we get another montage, just him running. And then he runs up the Rocky steps again. So I love the Rocky 2 montage. And also just with the whole city kind of like running along with him with the steps, showing that the city's with him. It was just a great moment. So I put this S tier. I don't know if Tristan, do you think it's S?
Yeah, I'll put it in S. It's pretty much a better version of the first montage.
Yes, I agree. And then and we got Underground in the chat. What's up, Underground? How are you doing?
What's up, Underground?
Which Rocky movie was the one where he fought his student? Oh, that was
Rocky 5.
Not the best movie.
I don't hate it, but it's not good either.
I mean, it's as a Rocky fan, I guess I can kind of still like it, but not really. All right, Rocky 3. Honestly, this isn't the craziest montage.
But it's the one with Rocky and Apollo.
It is just a. Yes, that is fun, but I feel like it just doesn't really do anything too different besides just Rocky and Apollo training. For me personally, I put this at I will still put an A just because it's the Rocky and Apollo one, and I love their friendship. So I'll put an A, but I'm not. I wouldn't put it behind the first one. So what do you think, Tristan?
I might put it over the first one. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Hold on a second. I just gotta get the other one set up. Okay. Here we got Tristan's right here.
Yeah.
Both really good. I think every montage is awesome, besides a couple we'll get to. All right, Rocky 4. No, that montage is awesome. Now, for me, yes, it is. That's it for me. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Rocky 2 just because I much like Rocky 2. Yes, I know people are say Rocky 4 is known for its training montage. I'm sorry. I love Rocky 2 so much. Most underrated sequel. I'm going to put it behind Rocky 2. I know Tristan's going to put it different because he loves Rocky 4. So,
yes.
But yeah, Tristan, you put that the best?
Yes.
I know.
It's just so classic. And
I think
when he yells Drago, it gives me chills.
That's awesome. Yeah, when he runs up that mountain. Okay, Rocky 5 is just terrible. That montage.
I'm not gonna lie, it sucks.
It's literally just because the montage is not even like a fun montage. It's literally just it makes you feel guilty for his son because the whole montage is like Robert or I think his name's Rocky Jr. Him training by himself. Him training by himself and him like watching his father just train a Tommy Gunn, which I didn't even care for.
Yeah,
And I
it's
was
just
like,
showing Tommy Gunn winning
is this
his
supposed to
match.
get me pumped up or something? So it's
No,
D
it
tier
sucks.
for me.
It sucks.
And plays that weird 90s song "Go For It," and it's
I,
like showing random fight scenes. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I feel like even the biggest Rocky fans can say this montage sucks.
Yep.
It's not good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tristan, you put in there as well.
Yeah, D.
The Rocky Balboa. Rocky
more-
Balboa doesn't do anything too different. It kind of just follows the formula, but I still love it. Just seeing
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone still like at age like 60, still doing this stuff. See him go back up the Rocky steps. He hasn't rammed those Rocky steps since I think in Rocky 2. So it was really nice to see that again, and just seeing him, punching the dead cow again and all the classic stuff was just fun.
Yeah.
Him and Paulie in the montage were amazing, and I love this montage. So for me personally, I'm gonna put it over Rocky 3 just because I love this movie, but I'm not putting it over the original.
I'll put it after in B in A, but it's gonna be the last one on A. I like the others better.
All right, now Creed. Now I love the Creed movie, but the montage for me personally wasn't the greatest. I feel like it was cut in between like Rocky puking from cancer, and I understand that's what the movie's talking about, but if you're talking about montages, I'm not trying to watch a Rocky or Creed montage trying to feel sad or anything. I just want to get pumped up, and it's just it's still like at the end where he's running and like all the foilers stuff, that was cool. Besides that, not too much. I'm putting in B. That's the best I can do with that.
Thinking about it, yeah, I'm gonna put it in B as well. I like it, but yeah, it's a B. The next one's different though.
Creed 2. I love the Creed 2 montage.
S tier, that's an S tier.
Yes, S tier for sure. This montage is amazing. The
him
music,
in the desert,
him in the desert, falling down, getting back up, running. It was just a great montage. It's honestly kind of tied with Rocky 4. I'm gonna put it behind Rocky 4 just because of how amazing that was. The Heart on Fire, but still, that is it's not undermining at all. Love Creed 2 montage.
I love the Rocky montages, but this one it hits different.
You put it over Rocky 2, or you put it behind?
Yeah, I put it as the second best. So yeah.
Nice, okay. All right, now last we got Creed 3. Now I'll say the Creed 3 montage wasn't terrible. It was all right.
It was good.
Fun.
I think we underrated it a little bit.
I just can't put it over the classic Rockies or Creed 2. So I'm going to put it right here. I definitely think it's B tier. I think there's a big gap between this and the Creed montage, the first one. So, but I can't put it over the Apollo. I can't put it over the original Rockies. I definitely can't put it around Creed 2.
I feel like we did, like the last time we did this, we did underrate it a little bit. So I would put it in there. But I don't think it's better than the other Rocky montages. So yes,
so
lower.
Right
yes.
Yeah. All right, so they're the best training montage. Ours aren't too different. They're pretty fair. I think they're all in the exact same tier, but they're just in different places. Anyway, so now we are going to do another tier list, and now we're ranking in the final fights. I'm gonna read the chat real quick. I saw a team from Creed for what Drago did to him. Yes. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan killed the Creed movie franchise. Wait, killed the Creed movie.
He killed it? Do you think he did good? Being a director?
I think it means he did good because I don't know. Killed can mean like two different things. Like he destroyed it or like did an amazing job.
No, because I really think his character is really good. So
anyway, so yeah, we'll do the final fights now. So let me just reorganize this real quick. I'm gonna make a second one real quick because we might have different opinions on this. Let me just organize this right. And then after that we're gonna do a tier list on all the fighters. Here are all the fighters we got here. This will be fun. Even as fighters like we have Rocky and Rocky 3, we have Rocky and Rocky 1. It'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And then, so let me just reorganize this real quick. All right. Let me make a second one real quick. All right. But yeah. All right, I got a second one made. All right, so here we go. So Rocky 1, I love it. It does have like a huge montage in between it, but the music in it, and also the scene where Rocky gets beat down, he's down, and even Mickey's telling him to stay down, and he gets back up, and Apollo Creed is just a great scene, and the music in it. And one thing I love about this, I feel like the final fight kind of puts this movie together, and plus Rocky is my favorite movie. I don't want to rant about it again, but it was about the whole movie meaning of him losing at the end. Most sport movies don't have that. Most boxing movies, he's supposed to be the big underdog wins. But the thing is, he lost. The boxing fight wasn't what he won. He won at life. He won at what he's supposed to be. And him and Adrian That's what I love about this final fight because it doesn't end like all the others where it's like this huge climax and a huge fight and they win. I love those, but this
Yeah.
one, it really just the final fight of it really holds the heart and story of the Rocky movies. So I'm not gonna put an S tier because it doesn't have the huge Actually, I might put an S tier just because how it ties into the Rocky story. But it's difficult because like, when I think of a
Yeah.
Rocky final fight, I think of like this huge, awesome fight, and this one is more calmer, you
Yeah,
could say.
as a fight, I don't think it's the most memorable, but it's like iconic and what it means. I would put it an S for what it means.
I just gotta get this all down here.
Yeah, I would put it in there.
All right, put an S. Okay, good. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're going on to Rocky 2. Now, Rocky 2 Final Fight was so good. Like I said multiple times, Rocky 2 is the most underrated sequel of all time. I say it today
Yeah,
and I'll say it forever. People
I
always hand
grew
this
to
up
love
like
it.
it's the worst Rocky movie. This
Hell
is
no.
this is the closest Rocky movie to the original Rocky.
Yeah,
And
it's not. It's
if
not the
anyone
worst.
finds the first Rocky movie boring or slow paced, I can understand it. I disagree.
Yeah,
But this one takes all
it's
the
way better.
amazing in Rocky and it brings up in a more fun past
Exactly.
paced and stuff. And the final fight, first off, on Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed in the first Rocky, he wasn't really taken seriously. This one, he was dead serious in this one. And
Yeah,
this was in the final fight of when they both go down, they're both trying to get up. Even to this day, after watching movies the last 3-4 years, I still am on the edge of my seat watching that. The way they filmed that and the music was so great. And Rocky winning the heavyweight champion at the end was amazing. I love this. I put it S tier over Rocky 1. I love this.
yes, I
So
agree.
yeah.
I'll put it in
All
S
right.
two,
Over
and
Rocky?
he actually won. Yeah,
Yeah. All right, good. Yeah, like I said, Rocky 2 so underrated. All right, Rocky 3. Rocky 3 final fight was actually pretty quick. It was
I
actually like a
like
really
it,
short final fight.
but it's not
Um,
S. I put it in
yeah,
A or
no,
B.
yeah. For me, I put it in. Honestly, this might seem a little hard. I might put it in B, not because I don't like it. It's just because I feel like it's just a little too quick, and I feel like we already knew it was
Yeah,
gonna happen. Like in Rocky 1 and Rocky 2, even Rocky 4, you don't know what's gonna happen.
I knew he was gonna be. I knew
Any
he was
other
gonna be Clubberling,
yeah, because in Rocky 1, you don't really know. Rocky 2, you don't know because you already lost in Rocky 1. Rocky 4, Apollo died, so you don't know how that could end with Rocky.
and he lost in the beginning of the
And
movie.
then
So I was like, he's
Balboa,
gonna
he
beat
was
him.
old. You don't know if he's gonna win that. And he actually did lose in Balboa. So in Rocky
Yeah,
3, I feel like I kind of already knew he was gonna win.
yeah, you knew he
And I
was
feel
gonna
like
win.
they did bring a little funning into it of like Rocky, like letting him hit him, trying to get his anger, trying to tear him down, and then him beating
Yeah,
him. So that was really fun, but it was really quick. And I'm not saying that bad to the movie. I feel like you didn't need a huge fight. I feel like everything that in this movie and Rocky's arc was already settled before the final fight. So I feel like the final fight was just another thing to add on to it. Like you could have ended the Rocky movie without the final fight, if I'm being honest. I mean, yes, he had to get the heavyweight champion back, but you could even like skip that scene and the movie would still be just as good as it was. Not trying to discredit the final fight. I still think it was nice,
yeah.
but I'm just saying
Put it in B.
it's not like the other ones where it's like
Yeah,
super tense. It's just a fun final fight. And
I
by the way,
knew he
Mr.
was gonna win
Yeah.
because he won. He lost in the first round in
You
the
put it
movie.
A or B.
I'll put it in B.
Yeah, and I still love Rocky 3. All right, then Rocky 4. Now this one, we already know this
S.
is going. I love Rocky 4 Final Fight. The drag up between Rocky is one of the most tense fights ever. It's so rewatchable. The music, the montages in between, and just it's like Rocky fighting a superhuman. Like this guy, and just like this stuff. A lot of people like bring up Rocky 4 like it's a slopey movie, and I can understand it kind of is. There's like montages after every second.
Yeah,
But if you look at it from afar, it does have something really unique to it. With
yeah,
Rocky going into this, Adrian even says like it's basically suicide to fight this guy, and this is Rocky literally almost going against superhuman, and also this around the Cold
yeah,
War. But Rocky, it's also kind of weird. Like Rocky literally basically ends the Cold War mid speech
yeah.
after the fight. That was a bit crazy. So yeah, it's just really
It's
interesting.
just so brutal, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so brutal, and it's definitely I think the most brutal fight,
Yeah,
just because like how like this is like almost like life or death. Like it's not like just
yeah,
a boxing fight. It felt like life to death. And even the whole
yeah,
fact of it is like America versus Russia and how the Cold War is happening, and you see like the Cold War Russian like sergeants or whatever up there. It just feels like a real war. and that's what. And I'm pretty sure that's what they even said. Like Duke said, like this is war. So it's
Yeah.
just it's the one that gets you the most hyped. It's tied up for Rocky 2, just like the montage. So it's really hard for me. I feel like I'm gonna put over Rocky 2, just because how much it is, and plus the Drago character, and even Drago kind of like understanding Rocky at the end and kind of calm me down. It was really good. So you put it the same.
Yep.
So far we agreed on everything. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, and we are Rocky 5.
I'll put that in C,
bad.
just to be nice.
I'm gonna put it at D personally, just for a lot of reasons. Number one, seeing Rocky in a street fight was really weird. It just felt
It
weird.
was weird, but
also Rocky getting beat up for like the first like half of it, and also it's just seeing Rocky like kind of, I don't think fight dirty, but just kind of like a street fight. You know what I mean? It just felt weird, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
I'm just so used to him finishing in a boxing ring.
Yeah, it was just so random. And also in the original script, he was actually supposed to die at the end of the movie, and that would literally be the worst thing in cinema history.
Oh, that would have been terrible.
That would have been terrible. But the whole thing of him, and then even right after the fight where he beats Tommy Gunn, I didn't really feel like trying. It just felt like weird. And then like he punches that one random guy, and like everyone's cheering him. And then like the priest just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, what in the hell am I watching? It just felt weird.
You could tell this was just a cash grab. You could tell that.
I don't think he went into it as a cash grab, but the studios definitely will probably push him to make a fifth.
I feel like they try to make a good movie, but you could just tell like.
No, yeah, even Rocky missed. Like I almost said, Stallone missed. Like he hates this movie, and it was a good idea bringing Rocky back to like ground one to end it, because the movie's supposed to end the franchise.
But I feel like Rocky Balboa was the perfect way to do that, though.
Yeah,
I feel like that should have been Rocky 5.
That's actually part of the reason why he picked up Balboa, because how bad he left off, and so he had to pick it back up. And then after Balboa, he said he's done forever. And then when we got a whole nother trilogy, so it's hard to say goodbye to some characters.
We didn't need Rocky 5, but
yeah, I think he's supposed to be done. He had no plan. He was supposed to be done in Rocky 2. Then he said, okay, just Rocky 3. Then he was pushed to Rocky 4, did Rocky 4. And then he said, I might do another. He did Rocky 5. That's done. It was really bad. 16 years later, he's Rocky Balboa. He's done. Then there's a whole nother trilogy. So, yeah, it's kind of, but yeah, I'm not complaining. So, but yeah, Rocky 5 goes in D tier for me. It just kind of makes me, I don't think it should be even like close to any of the other Rocky fights for me.
I'm thinking about it. I'll put it at C. It's not bad, but
fair. Yeah. Balboa. Now Balboa, I love this final fight. Seeing when Rocky gets knocked down, and just like there's like this, it reveals like black and white, but the blood dripping off them is still red. That was really cool. One thing about this final fight, is it's just like the Creed movies, where it takes it and it's like it feels like you're watching it off like a.
Yeah, it does feel like an actual boxing match you're watching.
Yeah, like there's like announced everything, so it feels really real, and I feel like that's something really new, and I really liked it that they took that direction in it. And just like when he gets knocked down, he starts getting all the flashbacks, him getting back up, and also him losing, just like in Rocky 1. But like I said,
I wouldn't have liked if they made him win. I wouldn't like that.
Me either, because he's old. Like Balboa. Yeah, and not even that, just like in the beginning, he was building up like he has this beast inside him, because of course Adrian died, and he feels this grief inside him, and he let it all out, and then he left that ring just how he left in Rocky 1. Yeah. The other thing, Balboa could have been a perfect ending. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, if they wanted to end it right here, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah, Balboa, and hey, Creed 2, I think is even a more or almost just as perfect ending.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this is partly where I'm going to talk about Creed 3, why that's a bit of a mistake, because I
like it, but
halfway finished the story when they could have left it off so glorious, and they didn't have Rocky in it. But we'll get to that. But Balboa,
or maybe they could have switched the movies. Creed 3 should have been Creed 2 then.
True. Yeah. But I put it over the original Rocky. I know it's a bit much, but I do love this. I put it right here.
I'm gonna put it in A.
Yeah. I know we get to the Creed. So the Creed final fight, it wasn't. I mean, I liked how Adonis
Just like
finally
Rocky
used.
Balboa, it felt so realistic. It feels like you're actually watching a boxing match.
Yes, that's one thing I love about it. But one thing about this, even like in Balboa,
Yeah,
it wasn't there wasn't like a real villain. Like you're going in there to attack a villain or like a huge rival. It's just a fight.
yeah,
And Creed. One thing I love about this is Creed um uh using his last name Adonis Creed.
yeah.
And also just Rocky in the corner motivating him. I love it. I'm gonna put in A tier. I'm not putting S tier.
Yeah,
I
I'll
do
put
love
in.
it. I do put in A tier though.
I'll put in A tier as well.
You have it over Balboa or behind?
I'll put it over Balboa.
Fair, fair. All right, then we get to Creed 2. Boy, do I
S.
love the Creed 2 final fight.
I love this
Now,
one. So personal,
this one,
everything.
it's definitely top 3. Ooh, this is really hard. Creed 2 or Rocky 2? I gotta think about this.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna put it over Rocky
Yeah,
2.
me too. Me too. Because the whole thing with there's a story in the fight. There's really a
Yeah.
whole emotional story in the fight. And also when he gets beaten down, it all turns black and he starts beating on the ground after being like almost paralyzed. And then he gets back up and we hear the Rocky theme and just
That gives
that
me
right
chills
there.
every time.
And then Drago and the whole thing with him throwing in the towel. Oh man,
Yeah.
I could even cry
You would
just thinking
never
about
think
it.
of
It's so
Ivan
good.
Drago throwing in the towel. You'll never think of that.
Yeah, now that I'm even thinking about it, this could maybe take over Rocky 4. I'm just saying, like it's just such a good final fight. I know that's a bit much.
Give it years and might actually do it. I just love this
I
fight.
might have to rewatch it over Rocky 4. I don't know if I can say that now, but right now I think it's sitting right here perfectly.
Yeah.
But you put it in the same place?
Yep.
All right, good. All right, I got one last one, Creed 3. Me personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Creed 3 fight. I kind of liked it. I did like the
I like it.
I do love the villain, Dame.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do like the locker scene at the end of the locker room scene
Yeah.
at the end. One thing a lot of people don't know, Creed 2, there's a deleted scene of Adonis and Victor Drago at the end of it in the locker, which is
Oh yeah, I saw that deleted scene.
and they deleted it for some reason. I don't know why, but it reminded me a lot of that. So one thing that bothers me about this, it just doesn't like even in Creed 1 and 2, it felt really real, like a real fight. And even the ones before that, like Rocky, Balboa, they're just awesome fights. This one, it throws out the.
I get
the
it. Michael B.
authentic-
Jordan's the anime fan, but
Yes, yeah. It throws out the authentic fight, and it also throws away the whole. This is a professional fight, like we're actually watching it. It just goes in this weird direction, whereas like almost feels like
and also it's way too CGI. Like the crowd is way too
it
CGI.
shows them punching, and it shows them like a cage, and then it shows them like. I may be wrong. I only watched this twice, but does it not like show them like as like kids? Punching in middle of the fight, like it turns them back.
Oh, wait, I
kids.
don't. No, I think they.
Really strange as
I think
well.
they start turning into kids when they're like sitting down and they're tired and just looking at each other.
Oh, that might be right.
But and also you could just tell the whole background is full CGI. It didn't feel real.
It felt like, it didn't feel real. I'm like, what am I watching? So for me, I put it in C. I'm not gonna say it's D tier.
It's gonna be C for me as well.
Fun to watch. So yeah.
It's first. It's C as well.
Yeah. Better than Rocky 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it Rocky over Rocky 5 because it's still an actual boxing match. Right?
That's true. So yeah, these are our tier lists on the boxing on the final fights. Bigger tier lists. Ours aren't too different. Of course, both our favorites are Rocky 4. We both have our top 3 perfectly right, so that's nice. But anyway, now we're gonna get to our next thing. I'm gonna read this chat real quick.
This is gonna be exciting.
Killed it. I mean, yeah, he was great in them. Even I'm not the biggest fan of Creed 3, he still was great in Creed 3.
Yeah, he was never the problem. It's just the.
Johnny talked about Rocky 3 and Miguel in season 1. That's right. That's right. I remember watching Cobra Kai for the first time, and that was really nice because I was already a big Rocky fan. They always talk about Rocky, and even I love that they always bring Rocky reference in there. I always appreciate Josh as a hater for that. Love him. Drago looked like that character from the Street Fighter game. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, Street Fighter.
I think I know what character you're talking about.
All right, but here we are ranking the fighters. Remember, this
Can't
is not
be biased.
like how good the characters. These are how actual good. Like who is the best fighter? So we're gonna get into this. So, recap: D tier is bad. C tier is all right. But
B
no,
is
I'm saying
good.
D tier is really bad. C tier is just like bad.
It's bad,
B
but
is
he's
all
not
right.
terrible.
Yeah, B is all right.
A
A
is
is
good,
good,
but
and
he's
then
not top.
S is like God, like amazing.
We already
So
know
yeah,
who we're putting in S when we get to him.
yep. So Victor. Now Victor was actually really scary. He was really
I
good.
say he's A or B.
I'm
He's.
gonna put him in A. I
I,
think he
I
was
don't
king
know.
ever
I
since
don't
he was a
know.
boy.
I don't know if he can beat Dame. I feel like he could beat Dame.
I think he could beat Dame. Yeah.
I know he would destroy Tommy
No,
Gunn.
no, he could definitely beat Dame. He would
Yeah, I know
destroy him.
he
I
would
know
destroy. He would
because
destroy Tommy Gunn. Obviously,
yes, sure. Because if he
Mason
could beat,
Dixon.
if old Adonis Creed could beat, like an older retired Adonis Creed could beat Dame, then and Victor Drago, like
Do you think Creed 2 Adonis is stronger than his Creed 3 self?
yes,
Yeah,
for
because I'm
sure.
like, you're telling me that
We'll get
you're telling me that he's Dame is gonna like be a challenge when he just fought Drago not that long ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah. All right, so this guy is
I think I'm gonna put him in D. He's not a terrible fight, but if you compare him
thing
to
is
these
about him because
guys,
like they bring up this whole story about how he fights people, but they're all bums, and then he literally almost
he was
lost
losing to an old
60-year-old
Rocky.
Rocky. But at the end of the day, he was still heavyweight, so I will put him in C. But honestly, if we're comparing about other fight, like
I feel
comparing
like
to
he's
other
a
fighters, I'm
D.
putting
Let's
him in
just put
D.
him in D compared to these guys. He was kind of
Yeah,
losing to an old Rocky.
yeah, and he also like had a living saying like he had winning, but they're winning against bums. So yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Dame. Now Dame, he was also a killer. He wasn't training like his whole life. He went to prison, of course.
yeah.
So this guy was good. We didn't really see him beat down like any real good hard taking fighters. We
I
seen him
mean,
beat
he
like
did
this.
become the champion, but that dude
Did
was not
pretty
very.
good. Yeah, he did pretty good against Adonis and Creed Free.
Yeah. But I
So
feel
I'm
like
gonna
if
put him.
Adonis kept training, Adonis would have beat the crap out of him.
Yeah,
If
I'm
Adonis,
gonna put him in a solid B.
yeah, I just can't see him
Right
beating
now,
Victor Drago. I cannot see it.
Hulk Hogan, Thunderlips. He wasn't
I don't
really a
know.
boxer. He was a
Yeah,
wrestler. We know how wrestlers are not really
yeah.
real fighting. So I'm honestly gonna put him right here.
I don't know where to put him because he was kind of beating
Yeah,
up
because he's a
Rocky for that.
wrestler. It's kind of yeah. It was a wrestling fight, and I'm pretty sure they're joking. Hopefully, I mean, actually, I don't know.
S
But yeah,
tier,
Drago.
Ivan
I think
Drago,
Drago's S tier. This guy literally
easily.
killed a man. So
Yes,
he is insane.
he literally
Okay,
killed his
Clubber
team.
Lang. He was also crazy.
I'll put. I don't know. Would he beat
I put
Dame?
him in A. I don't know if he's better than Victor though.
I think Victor can take him.
I'm thinking about it.
I think Sylvester Stallone said Creed 2 Adonis could beat Clubber Lang, so Victor should be able to beat him as well.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, put him there. All right, this guy was pretty trash.
He got his ass put by a freaking Dame.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I won't put him
I'll
in D.
put it.
I guess,
I feel like he could beat Mason Dixon though.
yes, I guess I'll put him in C. All right, this is pretty Rick Collin. He was a heavyweight champion. He got beat up by Adonis twice, I think. So
I don't know who would win between him and Chavez.
I just feel like he'll win because we actually saw him fight Adonis. He actually put a fair
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
And
I know Dame would beat him.
and I know Dame absolutely freaking like destroyed this dude. So we'll just put him right over him.
Yeah.
I know we were our first Rocky 3.
I don't know where to
Rocky
put him.
3. I feel like he's not S tier.
You cannot put him in S. We'll save him later.
Yeah, he was really lean. I feel like he's only 160 pounds in this.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like Victor and Rocky can have a good fight. Rocky 3 Rocky. They can have a good fight.
he's definitely beating Clubber because he beat him in the movie.
Yeah, obviously.
Is he
I don't
better
know
than
about
Victor
Victor.
though?
If you're talking about Rocky,
Victor was like 250.
if you're talking about Rocky 4, it's a different story. But
yeah,
if we're
so
talking,
I'm gonna put him here.
yeah, I feel like Victor can beat that version.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Creed 3?
That's
Creed.
let me look at the other Creed real quick.
There's like 4 Creeds.
I think that's Creed 2. That's Creed 2. That's Creed 1.
There's like 4 Creeds though.
Oh, wait, what the hell? Okay. I guess we'll just ignore this one.
How about we take that one out? Use the other one.
Yeah, we'll just use where's Creed and Creed 1. We'll take
that
Creed
one's Creed, the middle one.
Okay, the Creed 1. He wasn't the most experienced fighter. He was still good. I don't think I think he's beat here, but he's not beating him. Not in Creed
I thought Dame would destroy Creed 1. Creed.
Yes, Creed 2. He would destroy Dame, but not Creed 1 because he still had a
Because
lot of training.
Creed 3 Adonis was lifting a plane I mean, he was
Yeah.
pulling a plane, and Damon was able to fight him. So
Yeah. All right, Apollo, Rocky won.
I don't
He
know.
wasn't
I
making
don't
weight,
want.
he was crazy. The thing is, yes, he did lose to Rocky, but Rocky he wasn't really taken seriously until like round
Yeah.
5. And we do
But-
know he never got knocked down until that final fight.
Yeah.
So
But the thing is,
will.
I can't see him beating Clubber Lang or Victor or Rocky 3 Rocky though. That's the thing.
I
don't
will.
know.
Nah, not Rocky 1.
We never seen like prime Apollo. We never seen like prime Apollo.
I feel like the prime Apollo is Rocky 2. I think that's the best we got of it.
Yeah.
All right, and then here's Adonis Creed 3. He was older, but he was still really good. I'm gonna put him over Dame, but I'm not gonna put him over in A tier.
Do you think you think Creed 3 Adonis could fight Clubber Lang? I mean, Sylvester Stallone did say Creed 2 Adonis could beat Clubber Lang.
I feel like Creed 2 Adonis was way different because Creed 3, yes, he did come back and he did come back. He did beat Dame, but I feel like Creed 2 he took on Victor Drago's son, and also the whole thing of after. He was a family man. He pieced down. He had
that's true.
So I feel like, and I'm pretty sure it's like a 5-year span difference. So I can't put him over by Clubber. I feel like it would be. I feel like they would go round 8. I feel like he would still, because I feel like Dame and Clubber are really similar. But I feel like Clubber was just more. He had more excuse training than his whole life when he was in jail. All right, now Rocky 2. Now think about him. He was really bulking this one. He took on Apollo. But the only thing about him is he had a messed up eye.
Yeah, I feel like Adonis.
I'm putting him right here.
Wait, which one? That's Rocky 2 one? That's Rocky.
Because he beat. Yes.
I feel like Rocky 3 Rocky should beat him though. Rocky 3 is he's way stronger. And also he got
stronger, and he did.
He got training from Apollo. I think Rocky 3 is better. Rocky 3, Rocky got.
The thing is with Rocky when he was getting trained by Mickey, he wasn't really learning the stuff like that Apollo was teaching him, like the footwork and being more efficient. Like in Rocky 1, he would just eat the punches. But I feel like that's why he's such a beast.
I feel like
in Rocky, I'm not saying he's worse. Like, it's kind of hard because
I feel like Rocky 3 is better though, because he literally got training from Apollo as well.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like
Rocky 3 Rocky's better. I feel like he gets stronger every movie except for Rocky 5, obviously.
Yeah, I guess we'll put him right behind because I still feel like they're kind of tied. Because there's a difference, because he was a lot more skinny in this one, and it was for a weight difference in the fight. And this one, he was like a killer.
Do you think Clubber Lang could beat Clubber Lang could beat Rocky 2 Rocky? Or?
No, I feel like because I feel like he would just eat the punches for a while, then he would eventually destroy him.
Because he did not.
Could Apollo and Creed 2 beat Clubber? For sure.
Yeah, because I feel like didn't Clubber Lang knock out pretty much Rocky 2 Rocky and Rocky 3 in the first fight? That was pretty much Rocky 2 Rocky. I don't know.
Yeah. So we got Adonis and Creed 2.
I think he's the top of A.
In my opinion.
I feel like he can beat the first 2 Rocky.
Say, oh my gosh, he's a better fighter than Rocky. He's a better fighter than Rocky and Rocky 3 and 2.
He can beat Rocky 1. He could beat Rocky. For sure. He could definitely beat Rocky in 2 and 1.
I feel like Rocky 2, it would be really close. Now, I think I got to change it.
I think he could beat Rocky 2. I feel like he could beat Rocky 2 Rocky, but Rocky 3's, I don't know. That's gonna be
Rocky 2 would go. I feel like Rocky 2 would go just as normal as it went with Apollo 2. I feel like Creed 2 and Apollo 2 are almost the same.
Do you think? So what about Rocky 3?
I was gonna put Rocky 3 right here. Put him above.
I feel like that could be a close fight, though. I don't know who would win.
I'm putting Rocky 2 right here.
Because Adonis did. I mean, Sylvester Stallone did say Adonis and Creed 2 could beat Clubber Lang, and Rocky 3 is close to him. So.
I don't think it really was that close with Rocky.
I mean, he did. Wait, never mind. He did kind of destroy Clubber.
The first fight, but in the final fight, no.
Yeah, never mind. He did kind of destroy Clubber in their second fight.
All right, then we got Rocky and Rocky 4. This is the best
tier, the Beast. He can beat.
This
Best
was
fighter.
when like nothing could absolutely stop him. It was insanely good.
He would destroy all these fighters.
Yeah.
He would destroy Clubber Lang. He would
Yep.
destroy Rocky to Apollo,
Yep.
Victor.
All right, Apollo Rocky 2. Now this one is really underrated as far as fighting. I think he was amazing.
Where would you put him?
I'm just gonna put him. I'm just gonna skip it easy. I'm gonna put him right behind Rocky 2 because Rocky 2 beat him. I feel like they're both just as. I'll say right now. I think Apollo was a better fighter than Rocky 2.
Oh yeah,
But I feel like
he's always been a fighter. I feel like he's always been a better
Rocky
fighter.
just had more heart.
Yeah, I feel like Apollo's always been a better fighter. Just Rocky has more heart. He's more durable.
Yeah, so I put him right here. Yes, I do think it'd be. I feel like he would destroy Clubber. I feel like him against Victor would be a fairly close fight.
Wait, which Apollo's after Clubber? Which one is that one? The one after Clubber. Which one's that one?
You mean Blow?
Yeah, which is that like Rocky?
That's Rocky
1?
1.
Yeah, I feel like Clubber Lang could beat that version.
Yeah, you could beat him because I don't know.
Even Apollo said that you think I'm dangerous, this guy would kill you.
Yeah. All right, Apollo Rocky 4. The interesting thing about him,
I don't know.
Died for a long time. He got killed by Ivan Drago. But the thing is, it was still Ivan Drago.
Yeah,
so
he was able to take his punches for a while.
He's just as good. He's just as good as Creed in Creed 3 because it's almost similar, right? Where they kind of take a break and they come back.
He did take Ivan's punches for a while, but
so I will say he is better than Adonis Creed 1. Is he better than Dame though? I'm gonna say no.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like Creed 3, Adonis and Dame can take him.
Yeah.
In a close match, but they're gonna knock him out eventually.
All right, now this random dude,
Danny Wheeler or something. I don't know.
He wasn't really good either. I mean,
he did knock out Adonis in the first part of Creed 1, but then
but he was hardly trained though.
Yeah.
I guess
Creed 2, he got knocked out. So.
Okay, that's pretty right calling in Creed 2. I'm pretty sure it was almost the exact same.
So Creed 3. Oh, Creed
3, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost the same, right?
I mean, he was
better, so I guess I'll put him like right here.
But then Adonis, after he found out what he was doing, Adonis kind of destroyed him. So.
Yeah. All right, we got Rocky 1. Now, he wasn't the best fighter in this moment. I do think when we talk about Rocky, you have to understand like this is still Rocky, and these people may be more trained, be better fighters, but the heart he has, what can make him.
I feel like he's behind Rocky 1 Apollo.
Well, he did beat him. Well, no, actually, did not. What am I saying? He didn't beat him, but
I just can't see. I can't see him beating Clubber Lang at all, or the others.
I didn't put him over Apollo, even though he did lose. I'm not putting my Clubber Lang.
I feel like all these other guys would knock him out eventually.
I feel like Clubber Lang. I don't think it'd be a knockout. It would just be him getting beat up the whole because he had no defense.
Yeah, Victor Drago, I feel like would knock him out.
Like Rocky 1, he had the heart. He had good punches, but that's about it. Rocky 2, he had like all the heart in the world, and he was really bulk, but he couldn't block crap, and his eye was messed up.
Yeah, as much as I love Rocky,
he was lean, he could block, he could move around.
Creed 2 Adonis. Creed 2 Adonis would knock out Rocky 1 Rocky. Come on.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I know I feel like I got to put Rocky 2 over Adonis and Creed 2.
I don't know, man.
I know, but just for the sole purpose, it's because it's Rocky. Because I feel like if they went in and fight, there's no way Rocky's not getting back up.
Yeah. But I feel like he could slightly beat Rocky 2 Rocky, but I don't know about Rocky 3.
Maybe by decision, I could see that. Because the thing is, because he's not getting knocked out. The only way Rocky could win if he knocks him out.
I feel like the only Rocky that would get knocked out by Adonis is Rocky 1 Rocky.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna keep Adonis over there because the thing about Adonis, he kept getting back up just like Rocky, and the reason why Rocky won in Rocky 2 is because he knocked out Apollo. If he did not get knocked out, he would have loses because because the judges match it by how much punches you throw, how much you land, also how much you get hit, and he had no defense. By the way, he's like blind in one eye.
But
so
Adonis is never going to get Rocky.
It would just be a huge fight till the end. None of them would get knocked down, and he would win by decision.
But Rocky 4, nobody's ever going to surpass. Adonis is never going to surpass that Rocky.
All right, Rocky 5. He was old. He had bad brain stuff happening. Wasn't looking good.
I feel like I'm gonna
see him get in the ring. Yes, it was right. It was a little right after Rocky 4, so you have to give him some credit because who knows how he would have been if he went bad in back in that ring. So I will give him some credit. I still think he would beat up on Creed and Creed 1. I do think he would.
I feel like all these other guys would.
He could be Creed 4 or Rocky 4, but he's not going against Dame.
He's not beating Dame or
mainly because he had really messed up brain problem. Like he was keen on like these really bad stuff. So it was.
Man, remember this Adonis was able to freaking pull a plane. I don't think Rocky 5 Rocky would be able to do that.
All right, Rocky, Creed, and Rocky 3. Now we didn't even see him fight, but I still got to give him some credit because he was still looking amazing.
Didn't him and Rocky were about to fight at the end? So
yeah, and well, fun fact, they actually said in Creed won that Rocky that he actually won that fight. Now maybe they were actually going full freaking like mode at each other. So, but you got to give him some credit. I'm gonna say he's better than his version in number 1.
Yeah.
And honestly, yes, I do think he'll beat him. I don't think he's beating Victor Drago though. No.
Yeah, I just can't. I just can't see him beating Victor.
No, I'm just imagining the ring, and history of power repeats itself. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, and then here's Victor Drago again. I don't know. This him.
I think this is Creed 2. I don't know if he's better.
This is the Creed 3 one. Well, I think it's basically the same.
I feel like they're the same because I don't think Victor stopped training. So shouldn't he be better than his?
I feel like it would be a little different because before then he was like a stone cold killer. Like I feel like he had a little more peace in his life, so he's probably down a little. But I'm just gonna keep it the same. I don't know if I'll even add it in. I guess I'll add it. Let me just switch these real quick. I guess I'll put. Hold on, and I'll put him down a little, maybe because but he's still beating. Yeah, maybe.
I feel like he should be better than his Creed 2. So
he'll still be clever though.
Yeah, he's being clever.
All right, here we are with Tommy Gunn.
I'm not gonna say he's trash. I don't know.
He could probably only beat Pretty Rick Collin. That's about it.
I know he would destroy Mason Dixon, obviously, but
yeah, I don't think he's even beating Creed in Creed 1.
I feel like that'll be the closest match you ever touch Adonis Creed.
And even like Apollo and Rocky 4, I feel like that would be a knockout.
Yeah,
because
Dame and Adonis would destroy him.
He almost lost to that one random dude in Rocky 4.
He didn't even knock out Paulie when he punched him. I don't.
Exactly, Paulie was just got back up. Like seriously, Paulie gonna be Paulie.
Yeah.
All right, we got Rocky and Balboa. Now this one, the thing about him is I feel like he's really old, but he had so much strength. I feel like
this is like the first. This is like the first C for Rocky. All the other Rocky. Maybe even B. I don't know.
Is he better than the one in Rocky 5? I'm gonna say no, just because it's around after Rocky 4 area.
I don't. Maybe he could beat Ricky Collin. I don't know.
I do feel like he beat Ricky Collin.
I don't know about Creed 3 Ricky Collin though.
He's still whooping up on Tommy Gunn. I don't even care.
I don't think he can beat any version of Adonis though. I just can't see it.
I got to think about this one. I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just thinking
because it's old Rocky. Even though he's still good, he's not as good as he used to be. He was fighting Mason Dixon, who sucks.
This dude was pretty trash, and
Mason Dixon would get destroyed by every single one of these fighters here.
Yep, pretty much. And then we got another Creed. I don't know. Is that?
I don't know.
We'll just leave that one out. So here it is. Here are the best. I think this is a pretty good list. So the top 5 best fighters. Oh shoot, I got to change that back. Top 5 best fighters is number 5, Rocky 2. Number 4, Adonis Creed 2. Oh shoot, I misread them up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. Number 4, Adonis Creed 2. Number 3, Rocky 2. Number 2, Victor Ivan Drago, Rocky 4. Number 1, Rocky 4. And it's really cool that the only S tier is the fight, and this is why I love the Rocky 4 fight so much.
I don't think any other fighters will ever get to this level.
Yeah, no. So like, it's just a saying. Who would beat Rocky 3 or Victor? I feel like
yeah. Do you think Ivan would beat Rocky 3 Rocky? Yeah.
The thing about, I feel like it would actually be knockout, and the reason I say that, the reason I say that is because first off, he was like almost 150 pounds. He was really lean.
And Rocky had to train as hard as Rocky.
One hit by him, it's gonna be bad for him.
I think the hardest training he ever did is in Rocky 4 for Drago.
So he would move around a lot, and you would maybe get a couple good punches in there, but
Ivan's gonna knock him out eventually.
Now, even though I think Rocky 3 is a better fighter than Rocky 2, I feel like Rocky 2 would last.
I don't know.
He would be in there longer. He would last longer, and because he has more durability. And he could probably take the punches more. He probably He's still losing though.
I don't know why Ivan versus Clubberling was ever a debate. Ivan would beat Clubberling. I don't know why that was ever a debate.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that'd be a knockout like round.
I feel like round like 2, but Clubber's never going to be on the level of Ivan. Come on.
Yeah, and a lot of people like talk about who would win, Clubber or Apollo, because they're going back at each other. I feel like Apollo beats them in Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 and Rocky 2, but his version in Rocky 1 would be a really close fight. But I feel like he would win by split decision, and then Rocky 4, he'd probably get knocked out, or he'd probably go the distance and lose by power.
Yeah.
Because Rocky 4, I mean, I don't know. He just
I don't know, like because he got killed in the first match.
It was a 3-year time jump. He was doing pretty good against him, but
I don't even think he was phasing Drago.
It's hard because you're like, oh my gosh, how can you say it's good? He got killed, but like it was
Ivan Drago,
and he was underestimating him. He was clearly joking with him. If he knew,
it was the
other way around with Rocky dies and him going into that fight, it would have been a different story.
It was an exhibition match too. It wasn't supposed to be that serious.
Just for me saying that, I feel like I got to put him a little bit, just a little.
It was an exhibition match too, so.
Honestly, I say he's right behind his original.
I don't know, man. I feel like Creed through Adonis and Dame could beat him. I feel like they can beat him.
I got.
You can't be biased. We love Apollo, but we just can't be biased.
I got to put him in team. Is it okay to put him between these guys?
Fine. All right. Fine. I feel like Dame and him can have a good fight. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We have him in Rocky 3 here, and then just a little hard.
Yeah, Dame can only be like 2 Rockies.
You don't even know his status at that point. Like
Dame can only be like 2 Rockies, and 2 of them are not the best version.
It was an exhibition, and he wasn't taking it seriously. And also,
he didn't train at all before their fight, right?
It was like the second best fight. Yeah, he was hardly training. He was just at like the press conference joking around.
Yeah, so, Dame was not beating any good Rocky.
It's kind of hard to determine how good he really was in Rocky 4.
Yeah.
So, but hey, this is the tier list. I think it's pretty good.
I can't really rank Thunderlips at all because he's
a wrestler. So maybe if he was a box, I mean, he was like freaking like 7 foot and like
he was throwing Rocky around, but
but it was like a wrestling, so it's kind of hard to determine with this stuff. But there it is. There's the list. Pretty good list. This was fun to do. And here's all their lists. I think we'll end this network now. We were going to talk about Creed 3 for a while, but it's getting pretty late, so I'll buy in this now. I'll read a couple of this chat real quick. Look, I already read that one. Excited for the Ahsoka series tomorrow. Yes, I will check it out. I will be honest, I haven't been on the Star Wars train recently, you could say. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but recently, maybe it's just because the last couple ones, or maybe just because I'm just not as hyped as I used to be before, but I'm still gonna check it out though. Hopefully it's good. I haven't seen too much of Rebels. I watched a little bit of it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I'll still check it out because I know it's really connected to Rebels a lot. I haven't really seen that too much, but I'll check it out. But anyway,
you gotta talk about like Creed 3 next week or what?
Yeah, next week we'll talk about Creed 3 because we're already like 40 minutes in, so we'll talk about that, and then hopefully I can get Tristan to watch the Rambos so we can talk about those.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Really nice. But anyway, here's the list one more time again. Really nice. He uses his ranked at the best fighters. Of course, Rocky 4 in that one was the best fighter. Insanely good. And yeah. So anyway, there's tier list. I'll see you guys next week, Monday, and I'll try to get my intro updated. But I'll see you guys next time. Tristan, thanks for coming on once again.
No
Thank you for watching. Thanks, Underground, in the chat. See you guys next week. Remember, keep punching. Peace out.